Okay, what's happening here? Oh, oh, these guys came up with some technology that makes things to look transparent. It can hide things. How? Huh. Oh my god, now this is scary. Oh, look at this device. The flattened compass or what's this? Oh, man. Oh, who came up with this idea? Who manufactured it? Where did it come from? Ah, so you mean this idea has been there from the past? This idea of flat earth and this stuff. So this looks like debate that started from the past and the people before. If people went to this extent of coming up with a flat earth compass, what does that mean? It doesn't my mind. Or it might really be true. I don't know. You share your thoughts about what you think about this because now this is something. Huh. Hard to think about, man. Much love to you for watching up to this far. Good vibes. Only you are respected and you are a wonderful soul. Please share love to all those around you. Ha! Oh my god. Yo. Oh, the people, best friends. Oh, man. This is very interesting. So this is a sheep and an elephant and they're just friends. They even play games and cheat. These animals are very wonderful and intelligent and incredible. They're just awesome, man. You see, they love each other. They don't care their breed or whatever species each other is from. They just love each other unconditionally. We should do the same as humans. Love each other unconditionally. Don't look at the color, the religion. You just love people. Share good vibes so that the world could be good. You see, these animals, they are just chilling fine. They are playing. They don't care. You see, you can even imagine a sheep and an elephant. Huh? One is what people they taught us in school is a wild animal. The other is what they taught is a domestic animal. But they are living together. Also, that is because these
I'm gonna
animals
start
they are
by
just
spreading open
one.
our balloon just like that, and then I'm gonna take a pretty little flower and just slide that right in there. And you wanna make sure you're using 12-inch balloons so that way the flowers can fit in there nicely, just like that. And I'm using this tool right here to help open up the balloons. And I'm using a variety of flowers, different colors and different shapes and sizes. And if you guys wanna know where I got this little tool here, just let me know in the comments. Next, we need to take our balloons one at a time and just slide that over the faucet. And then we're just gonna fill that up gently with about that much water, just enough to kind of cover up that flower. Stretch that out, and then we're just gonna twist and tie, just like that. All right, let's put these on our tray, and then we're gonna pick these up, and they are ready to go in the oven. Just kidding, they're gonna go in the freezer, and we're gonna have to keep these in there for several hours or overnight until they are completely frozen, and you just wait for those results. All right, it's been several hours. Let's check on our balloons. Okay, yeah, those are definitely frozen. So let's pull those out. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. And then we're just gonna set that down over here. Then over here, I got an ice bucket with some ice in it. And then I'm just gonna take some LED string lights and I'm just gonna loosely let those hang out in here. Just like that. And yes, these are safe for the water as long as the battery pack's on the outside. And then we're gonna take our bottles and do whatever beverages you want, whatever the occasion is. We're just gonna keep it classy and do some water bottles in there. Some sparkling and some flat waters. Put those in there, nice and pretty. Then I've got some more greens left over from our flowers, which I'm just gonna put one on this side and then one on this side. Then I'm gonna take a few of those little flowers, just some extra ones that I cut and didn't end up using. So we'll just stick those all around. Adds a nice bright color. Looks so beautiful already and we're not even done yet. All right, so here's our little frozen snowball balloons. I'm gonna cut the end off first. And then we need to cut this part off. Try to get it off. It's so cold. Let's just try to slide that off. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at our little pretty flower in there. I wish it was the other way around so you could see the yellow part. So let's set that down for now. Grab our next one. Cut that open. This is so exciting. It's like opening Christmas presents. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh yeah, our yellow one. I'm so excited for this one. Our beautiful yellow carnation. Look at how beautiful that looks. And all these colors are gonna look absolutely stunning in our little ice bucket that we got over there. Let's do one more. You could do this for any occasion. If you did it for, you know, a birthday or Christmas, you can pick flowers that will go with that. You can also use artificial flowers. They don't have to be real ones. Ooh, look at that. Our beautiful little rose in there. It's okay if it looks like this. It's still gonna work. So let's grab these and place them over here with our little ice bucket. All right, so here it is, our beautiful ice bucket with the flowers that we did using just a few balloons. And I did put some LED lights in there, so I'll turn those on in a sec. I did put some regular ice underneath so that these can kind of be up top and not sink down to the bottom. And I'm gonna have our cameraman turn the light off so you guys can see what this looks like with the lights on. Ta-da! Look at how beautiful that looks. I love this. This turned out absolutely gorgeous.
Man, that was beautiful. Ah, an old man adopted roast a baby. Huh. This little guy is very cute. Of course, he's very cute. Look, all animals are cute, I think. Apart from some that look extra cute. Oh, the uncle family liked him very much. This is very interesting. When you see humans adopting animals and living with them peacefully and in love, it's so cute, man. They took care of him like a child, which you should do. Take care of animals and the environment around you nicely, like they should want to be treated. You see? They also prepare a lot of delicacies for him. This is so nice. You see, this guy here is growing day by day. Who knows? Not long together, guy kept goodbye. Kept. This is very interesting. And this animal, they will not forget. You see, it's so amazing because you stay with them for some time and they remember.
Alien X-rays show new species missing human body parts. Now, for those of you that don't remember, don't recall, or didn't even hear about this, Jaime Maussan, Mexico's leading ufologist, claimed to have had alien bodies, and he brought them to the Mexican government, to their Congress. It was all over the news. It was all over the world. The internet had a fucking field day with it. But nobody said it wasn't real. Like, nobody in government said it wasn't real. Now, X-rays are saying that it's a new species of alien, maybe? No, just a new species, of course, of maybe humans, because, you know, it looks human. Bullshit. But it's definitely missing human body parts, and I could only assume because it's alien. That's why it doesn't have human body parts.
Planet X rises at what? At where? Followed by the sun. Which is planet X? Oh my god. Is this planet X maybe the planet newbie you have been hearing in some of our past episodes? What might this be? Please share your thoughts on what you think might this be this planet rising behind the sun. Is it behind or following the sun? You know these things are very confusing because you don't even know where the sun is, if it's above or it usually comes. You just wonder. People are not honest. Please be honest and share up.
Humans are dividing and dividing and dividing right now. Collectively, we are forming into two different groups. There's a huge split happening. And it's not that obvious when you're just walking around in your daily life. But if you're paying attention to energy, it is the most obvious thing you could ever see. I can literally see who's on which side in my daily life with every single person that I come into contact with. But anyways, how this is looking in human terms that we're using all the time right now, you have an empath and you have a narcissist. And I really don't like to use those words. It's just two different energies, but to society, those are the words they're using. So what's happening right now is half of us have learned about all of our abilities. We've learned that control doesn't work, manipulation doesn't work, and now that we have exited all of those actions, emotions, feelings, whatever, we've exited the fear mentality. All of our abilities have opened up to us. We can see energy, we can see auras, we can read energy, we can read other people's thoughts. We know when certain things are happening without actually being told what's happening. We've really realized how powerful we are, and we've figured out how to use that power and that energy that we know that we have. The other half of the collective on this earth are going the complete opposite way. Their intuition is like none. They're using only logic to do things, which, you know, you have to have a balance of both to be able to function on this earth. That's why we were given both. Logic and emotions and feelings. You know, you can't just operate in one side of things. You have to use both. But the other half of us are literally operating in just logic and a fear-based mentality still. So they're not able to use their intuition. They're calling us crazy. They're not able to see the things that we're seeing. They literally cannot understand the things that we're saying. They cannot understand them. They just deny. You're crazy, you're crazy. We know we're not crazy. But yes, so because there is such a huge divide right now, we're seeing lots of activity pop up that's trying to stop this division from happening. But this is something that has to happen right now, so that later everything will merge back together. But during this divide, a ton of energy is being cleared that's necessary to be cleared right now.
I saw this on TikTok, and I need to see if it's true. So you take one of these things, you stick it up through the butt of a lemon, I guess. And then you squeeze it out, and it's like a, wow! It actually works! Oh my god, that is so cool. That's cool! Oh my god. Okay, so the coolest part about that is there are no seeds in here. This is so awesome! Go try it!
Oh, see, just love how that lovely human was amazed. Much love to everybody out there. Much love even to this guy here. He's been feeding his child and at the same time he's cut.
The Basilica Cistern of Constantinople is a mesmerizing underground water reservoir located in the heart of Istanbul. Built during the reign of Emperor Justinian I in the 6th century, it was designed to serve as a vital water storage facility for the Great Palace and other important buildings in the city. It was located beneath a basilica that gave it its name. The cistern is supported by a forest of 336 columns, each measuring around 9 meters in height. The columns are a mix of various column styles, including Ionic and Corinthian, showcasing the reuse of older materials. One of the most famous features within the cistern is the 2 colossal Medusa heads, which serve as the bases for 2 of the columns. Measuring 138 meters long and 65 meters wide, it is estimated that it could store around 80,000 cubic meters of water, making it the largest ancient cisterns in Constantinople. The water for the cistern was supplied from the Belgrade Forest, located about 19 kilometers away, through aqueducts. To ensure the watertightness of the cistern, a layer of waterproof mortar was applied to the interior surfaces of the walls. The Basilica Cistern is a hidden gem that showcases the architectural and engineering prowess of the Eastern Roman Empire.
The swords in rock monument known as Sver di Fiel commemorates the Battle of Hafrsfjord, believed to have taken place around the year 872 or in the 880s. This historic battle marked the beginning of the unification of Norway under the rule of King Harald Fairhair. Standing at approximately 10 meters in height, the monument features 3 swords firmly embedded in the rock. These swords symbolize the 3 kings who participated in the battle. The largest and most intricate sword represents the victorious King Harald, while the smaller ones symbolize the defeated petty kings. Designed by Fritz Ruud, the hilts of these swords meticulously incorporate elements inspired by Viking swords found in various regions of Norway. The monument was officially unveiled by King Olav V in 1983, coinciding with the 1111th anniversary of the Battle of Hafrsfjord.
This is the best preserved 17th century ship in the world, with 98% of its original parts. The Vasa was commissioned by the Swedish king, Gustav II Adolf. Work began in Stockholm in 1626 and was completed 2 years later. The Vasa was one of the largest ships of its time, with 2 gun decks, 64 cannons, towering masts, and hundreds of elaborate sculptures, all painted in bright colors. The lion appears again and again in this decorative ensemble, on the inside wall of the gun ports or on the figurehead. This can be explained by the king's nickname, the Lion of the North. A model of the ship gives visitors an idea of what it might have looked like. Despite tests indicating that the ship's instability could lead to capsizing, and under pressure from the king to get the ship to sea, the Vasa set sail on August 10, 1628. It sank only after a few minutes. A gust of wind caused the ship to wobble and lie on its side, allowing water to rush in through the open gun ports. Around 30 of crew members perished. Repeated attempts to raise the ship failed, and it sank into oblivion. Discovered in 1956, it was refloated in 1961 with more than 14,000 wooden parts. The ship and its various parts were preserved separately. Then the pieces were gradually put back on the ship. After many years of maintenance and restoration, a building specially designed to house it was built, the Vasa Museum, which opened its doors in 1990.
You see, there's a lot of videos that have passed which are incredible and amazing. Some makes you to question reality and rethink stuff how stuff run normally. But what's more amazing is the ability of humans. You see, like now this previous answer that has passed. All those who are humans, dedications of many years of dedication, and they came up with that art. You see, if you are dedicated to something, it can last for long and it surely can make an impact, and the people that shall come in future can see it. Let's be dedicated in spreading love and good vibes, peace, forgiveness, and honesty. It's all we are all about, man. Hit the like button and you are loved. Much love to you. Let's keep watching. Huh? So I'm continuing to talk. You see now this is very good. This is someone's father. Just came home and met their daughter. And their daughter is not happy to see them. Why? This father just went back and he was wondering, oh, why did he go to his friend? Oh, it's like he went to ask for cash from his friend. Now this father, you see, this is a very hardworking father and a loving father. I think he just went to borrow the money, to buy a bike for his daughter. Now this is very interesting and a good gesture of love. Respect to all the parents watching out there, to all the efforts you have put to bring up your children. May God bless you and award you generously. This is so great, man. You guys, please share love out there. And to those guys that are watching, respect your parents. Send them love wherever they are. Make them happy if they are still alive. And God will reward you. You see? Oh, this is very good. Like this child here is loving to their parent and is come and cover their parent because they think they are feeling cold sleeping here on the table. Wow, this is so good. And it's a very good gesture of love. Oh, this is so nice, man. You see, love can win everything. Love can win hate, can win chaos, love can win envy, love can win everything. You see, like these animals here, they're just vibing. One is a dog, the other one is what? Not a dog, a deer. You see, in normal circumstances, maybe they would have chased each other like prey and predator. But they are not doing that. They are generating love, sharing love, good vibes, man. Respect to you for clicking. You are a wonderful soul. Share good vibes from wherever you are, man. You are wonderful. Oh, you see now these videos he encourages me and I really love it when we see that humans out there are still sharing good vibes. You see, this is very good. People still have
An
humanity.
individual vibrating at 700 on Hawkins' map of consciousness counterbalances the negativity of 70 million individuals below a level of 200. An individual at 600 counterbalances 10 million people below 200. One at 500 counterbalances 750,000 people below 200. And an individual at 300 counterbalances the negativity of 90,000 individuals below 200. So you see, your vibration may be more important than you thought. And so we cannot allow ourselves to be swept up in the hysteria of what's being perceived around us. And instead, we have to go within and cultivate a holographic version of the world we want to see. We have to hear it, we have to touch it, and we have to feel it. And then we have to hammer it into our psyche over and over and over. We have to anchor the world we want to see. We can't continue to anchor the world they want to see. We have to become relentless about holding the line and holding the space for the loving, fair, just, joyful, and peaceful world we want to see. We are now at the precipice, and so now it is time to apply your training, to be a lighthouse to everyone you come into contact with, of power, strength, compassion, stillness, and peace. It's time now to intensify our connection to each other and to the Creator, to be beyond confident in our true human power, to create reality and to steer the world of the seen with what we hold fixed in our unseen realms, to deny the reality they want to see with all our soul, our heart, and our might, so that what we hold true within will propagate the without. This is not a drill, it is time. I know you can do it, I love you, and I believe in you. Anyway, that's all I've got for now. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you next time.
You see, you are a very important person.
3 foods to stop brain parasites. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Robert Love. I'm a neuroscientist and I specialize in helping people prevent Alzheimer's disease with science. I'm here with Dr. Josh Hellman, a medical doctor from Harvard. Dr. Josh, what are some foods that can help stop brain parasites?
Brain parasites are much more common than people think, whether you're young or old and concerned about Alzheimer's. There are 3 foods that can stop brain parasites: pomegranates, beets, and carrots. And my favorite of those 3 are beets because of the nitric oxide that can help your heart in addition.
What? Yeah. Now in that case, now the police becomes the one who is being chased, and that's very surprising. What? What a mysterious book is this? Oh, where do people get these mysterious books? In which libraries? You see, I've gone in libraries and don't come across any mysterious books or books that look like they have ancient wisdom. And I really wonder where people get these books. Or they are left to them by their grandparents or ancestors. It's like people leave this book for their families because Yo, why do I never come across them? I also have a very wise friend and someone with vast knowledge, and he has never seen one too. Where do they find them? Ha! I would like to know. Oh, UFO of Australia. Ha! Now these UFOs, are they really UFOs or they are big drones by the government? What do you think these things are? Are they really UFOs? The one we see none. Rarely do we see even, you see even airplanes, the one we see them who have crammed their schedules. So when we see one that's not normal, we know.
Quit putting paint directly on dry concrete. It will end up peeling like this. What you want to do instead is to wet the concrete statue before painting it. Then use any exterior water-based paint of a color of your choice and put a base coat over the entire statue and keep that statue wet. This will make the paint basically stain the statue. Then, once it's dry, you're ready to paint as you wish.
Oh, that's interesting, man. What? 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 That guy in Brazil, where did he come from? What a man! Wow! Yeah.
Insight, bro. I enjoy watching movies or shows that as I'm watching them, they'll say like a fact or something. And I'll be like, wait, let me look that up to see if it's real. And I look it up and it's real. And I'm like, oh, this is good and tasty. I was watching this series called The House of Usher, I believe is the name of the series. And this happened a lot in this series. Like they will mention things and I'm like, is that real? And I look it up and I'm like, that's real. So this next clip that I'm going to show you talks about hollow earth, talks about celestial beings, about the Trans-Globe expedition, bro. And as I'm watching the show, I'm like, ooh, let me go down this rabbit hole. So I literally had to pause the show as I went down the deepest rabbit hole, looking into the Trans-Globe expedition and everything that I just heard with this clip that I'm about to show you. But this show covers a lot of other things other than this. It talks about the pharmaceutical industry, bro, about, it goes deep into that. And all these things that they're mentioning, I'm sitting here Googling it, statistics and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, this is kind of making this show real. So watch this clip right here. And let me know what you think in the comments. But before I put this clip on, make sure you show your brother some love and hit that like, follow, share. Come on, save this.
You remember the Trans-Globe expedition? 79 to 82, circumnavigated the globe. UK to the South Pole, to the North Pole, and home again, around the world.
I remember.
100,000 miles.
Across the Sahara. Swamps and jungles of Mali and the Ivory Coast, unexplored crevasse fields in Antarctica, the Northwest Passage.
Graveyard of so many famous adventurers.
And then into the hazards of the Arctic Ocean. I remember it, Roderick.
Arthur was there. He was barely 25. He put law school on hold to elbow his way onto the expedition, and he saw the fucking world. While you and I were dicking around with our petty little dramas and we were digging in the basement of Fortunato, Arthur Gordon Pym was bending the planet over and taking his piece. The things he saw, and he'll talk about them too, to a point. Always stops telling it as he gets to the North Pole. Used to be a fun game when the kids grew up, trying to finish Arthur's story. I like to think he killed someone. I like to think he's eaten human flesh. I like to think he took a piss on the tip top of the world.
Guy can dream.
He told one of my kids that the earth was hollow. And I don't even know if he was lying.
He was lying.
He told Tammy the earth was hollow. And that he found an island at the top of the world that he called Ultima Thule, and that it was the realm of beings who lived beneath us out of time and out of space.
Cute.
Oh my God. Oh,
Hi, James the Yorkshire Stonedresser here, and have you ever wondered how they used to build the mills? Well, they used this similar technique, and it's called delving. So they used to get the big blocks straight out of the quarry face, then they would delve them into smaller pieces, and then, after that, they would perform the technique I'm doing now, which is called nicking and breaking, and they would trace the stone all the way around, eventually causing a fracture in the stone to open up. Once it had opened up, it would split nicely, and sometimes they'd pitch it, or sometimes they'd punch it. In this video, I'm pitching it. So, I dress it all the way around. That gives a nice, prominent pitched face.
Do you ever find yourself looking at interfaces like this and thinking, what was the designer thinking? What was going through their brain when they built this? There are examples of this in user experience design all over the place. People wondering, why was it built this way? Because clearly we are all having problems with it. And the reason is because of the curse of knowledge. I have a video pinned at the top of my page about the curse of knowledge if you want to go watch it. The curse of knowledge is a phenomenon that when you know something, you sort of lose the memory of what it was like to not know it. And so you sort of lose the ability to empathize with people who don't know it. Most of the time it is this way because it was obvious to the person who designed it. It was obvious to them, and they felt, well, therefore it should be obvious to everybody else. They were seeing it through the eyes of someone who got it, and were having trouble seeing it through the eyes of somebody else. And as a result, we get doors we think we can push when we can't, or pull when we can't, and we get faucets that do I don't know what. So my advice to you is this: if you are writing something, or designing something, or building something, and someone gives you feedback that they didn't understand something, listen to them. It may be very obvious to you, but that doesn't mean it's obvious to everybody else. That curse of knowledge can make us very resistant to feedback, so we need to make sure we are truly trying to see it through the eyes of someone who has never looked at it before.